Christopher's on the show today, and we're talking chili peppers. Hey there, Bob from Oregon's Constant Gardener. Welcome to the OCG Fam Show. To you, my YouTube buddies, what's going on? Let me know in the comments. We got a guest, Christopher from downstairs. Why am I talking so loud?
You just are always loud. It's good. I can hear you very clearly.
So we've been doing a little more with peppers. So I was going to talk to you because you do a lot with the peppers, and you brought in some peppers. I said, hey, bring it through. How long have you been growing peppers?
Ooh, that's a good question. Passionately for at least 10 years. So,
really?
Yeah, my wife and I have been married 14 years. We've been gardening for that whole time. Probably within the first couple of years, just they started to kind of take over our backyard and life. And
so what got you interested in that? Now, are we talking chili pepper, sweet pepper? What? Well, a lot of chili peppers.
A lot of chili peppers.
Oh, okay.
I like my chili peppers.
Well, what got you started with that? Like, you like the food, or what's the deal?
Well, we kind of started with a salsa garden. We do lots of tomatoes. It started with canning tomatoes. Sure. From there, it turned into let's make our own salsas. It was a way to be effective in our garden with the limited space in the city to produce a lot of
flavor
stuff that we spend a good amount of money on. If we eat a jar of pasta sauce and a can of salsa, probably a couple of those a week. I can make it through the majority of the year without spending my cash on that. And then not only does it taste better, but I'm saving our family some money to put towards other food supplies.
Well, let me get my phone in here so I can get the people can see the peppers. So I'm going to take a little, hold on a second, get the video going here. So you got some beautiful stuff here.
Yeah, this is an assortment of all the different peppers that we did this year. I think there may be 2 varieties that I did not bring in today that had kind of already fizzled out. But yeah, this is an assortment.
So what do you got there?
Grew.
Just go through them.
Probably one of my favorites over the past few years have been these golden chilies. They're very prolific, produce a nice big pepper. They're excellent for stuffing. Really like those. Italian sweets, they do turn into a red, but by this late in the year, most of them are just green still. Another excellent stuffing pepper.
So these are something you can eat the whole thing. They're nice flavor to them. They're not so hot that you can't. Yeah, I got you. Okay.
And then these are pretty exciting. This was my first year doing these. These were highly prolific. They were called a yellow sweetie. I mean, just hundreds and hundreds of these little sweet peppers.
What are they like?
Very sweet. They're great and everything.
Like for salads and stuff like that?
Salads and your stir fries. I dice them up and freeze it to put in stews. Just anything you can think of using a pepper in. These are good ones in it. Jimmy Nordello's, we've carried the seeds here before. They produce these really interesting, wavy looking little peppers. Again, get a real nice smoky flavor as they cook and are kind of roasted. About
stir fry stuff like that, cooking up with them more so.
Low on the heat level, but maybe a little bit.
A little hotter than
some, but still pretty low. Sure. In the sweet category. Other exciting stuff are these Cajun bells, which we were going to collect some seeds from. They produce these real mini little bell peppers that.
So it's a little tiny bell pepper.
Basically,
that's fun.
Some like kind of Cajun hints, flavors, kind of gets that smokiness.
Okay.
Your tried and true jalapenos, and then we get into some fancier hot stuff like the scorpions.
These look angry.
Yeah, they look angry. That's the name, the scorpion. They got the little tail on it that wants to sting you. I kind of like that one.
That's a good looking one there.
So you can see the name scorpion pepper.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And then these were some habaneros.
Now that's one of my favorites. Let's talk about those a little bit. What do you do with those? Do you ever make like kind of sauce with those, like hot sauce or anything?
You do, yeah. You can make these straight with just some vinegar, onion, garlic, real basic.
Done.
Basically, you can put as many of these in as you want. Just it's gonna take that heat level up there the more you put in that sauce.
Sure.
But interesting enough, I think I showed you these last week or two ago. They're the habanadas. They're the
habanero. You did, I remember now. Okay.
With no heat, so they have the same aromatic
flavor, but
same taste, but no heat.
Because I gotta tell you, one time I was making this chicken thing. I wanted habaneros, and then I got, I think maybe some mangoes or something in there, and then I put the chicken in with it, and it was delicious. But it was so freaking.
I'm hoping to make a sauce out of this and bring it back to a show with you where basically I'm going to use a lot of these in it so we don't have very much heat, maybe 1 or 2 habaneros, but still get all that complex flavor that a habanero provides. And then, of course, we got the tried and true ghost chilies. So.
Oh, this is the bad Mama Gemma.
Yeah, those and the scorpion.
It's funny there's no pepper called the bad Mama Gemma.
They should maybe we'll
make one.
We're embarking on maybe a process of trying to make our own.
Yeah.
See, and sounds like you got dibs on maybe a name. So these currently are still, I believe, the second hottest pepper in the world. Scorpion peppers. And so we were going to do some seed collecting from probably one of these, the Buchalokians, kind of show people how you can collect seeds from your own pods and grow them the following year. Because
we get a lot from John Ford of these crazy exotic seeds, but you don't have to just do that. You can do your own thing, and that's what I was interested in. That's what the show is about, is collecting those seeds. So how do you get the seeds out of the pepper?
It's a pretty straightforward process. I did bring in this nice little fancy tool that I picked up a few years ago. It's called a pepper shark that helps you get all the seeds out. Unfortunately, I don't see that their business is available online, so no product promotion here, but it works great for getting seeds out. I would highly recommend wearing a glove with these hot guys. They are quite warm. If you touch yourself later, to your eyes or your nose, it's gonna burn. So
just kind of carving the center out of there,
and then just kind of pop that seed up.
Okay.
That's all the seeds. You can see some of the hot peppers don't give you a ton of seeds from.
Okay. So what do you do with them now? Now let me ask you this: how ripe do you want your pepper to be when you get your seeds out of it?
Generally, you want to kind of pick the ripest pepper from your plants.
So not rotten, but very ripe.
Yeah, when they're getting soft, you know, when you start to see the wrinkles, that means that fruit has lived its life. It's put all its energy into its seeds, and it's getting to the point where nature's going to take its course, cause that fruit to rot, and spill its seeds.
I gotcha. So you just get a piece of paper.
Yep.
Just write down what it is. Okay.
We're just going to write what it is so we can remember in a few days. And then basically just plop your seeds down on there.
Boom. Leave them in the little, whatever you call that part of the seed.
Yeah. I've done both ways. I've taken the seeds off of there. It's just nice to leave them on there. Keeps them all contained. We'll come back in a few days and knock all the seeds free and put them in an envelope at that point and let them kind of finish drying off for the next, until we're ready to use them, basically.
How long do you think we're going to have to let them dry?
That's a good question. I'm kind of researching that myself. I mean, typically, most people won't be starting these seeds till the following spring.
Right.
Okay. But we may experiment a little bit and see if we can pop the seeds right away, if there is any wait time. But I don't think there is.
We're going to try and grow some indoors so we can experiment. So, because we're going to definitely put some out in the yard out here. Yeah. But I think we'll try to grow some in the tent, too, because a lot of what we're doing on the show is not just about growing peppers, but about growing a plant that is somewhat difficult and somewhat exotic in a tent, full process all the way through. So let's just get started on them when they're ready. We'll try it.
It's just some information gathering for me as well, too. I'm just curious. So I think just trying to get some started as soon as they're dry would be interesting to see. We got lots of pods that we can get seeds from. So
what do you think, like next Monday or maybe Friday? Or what do you think?
I would say probably maybe by next Friday. It's going to take a few days at least for those to dry out.
Okay.
And I think you do kind of want the shell of the seed to kind of dry out. You'll notice when they're fresh, they're kind of soft still. So I don't really know if it's critical to have it be really dry, but maybe next Friday let's put a couple seeds in it and see if we get any to come up, and then we know it can go right away.
That's what we'll do.
Yeah.
That's the show. I love you.
Thanks,
Christopher loves you. You do, right?
Yes.
For more information about anything on today's show, go to our website, OCGFAM.com. And if you buy anything while you're there, use the code FAMHARVEST. It's going to save you 20%, and it's a lot of fun. The OCG Fam Show, it's pretty good. It happens every day. It's the OCG Fam Show. See you tomorrow.